Alright. Getting some LA Noir. See if I can solve a couple more cases tonight. The Brown Derby. Why is it taking me back to the beginning? Lady's getting out of her car. Guy walks up, punches the shit out of her. Damn. So I find her naked in the park. I gotta go over all the evidence again.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
Turn it up a little bit.
What do we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, colleague.
Sound like what I've already done before.
I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
I think I've done this one already.
I'd say all's fair in love and war.
Thanks for tuning in, SoCo. Help me solve some cases. My partner keep getting in the way. Am I driving? Taking a squad car? No, I'm gonna take this car.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Really? You're not gonna let me drive? That's some bull.
You did a decent job in the Henry case, Stubbs. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Rusty's such a dick. That's my partner, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that matter?
So you don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible.
Yeah, I know. AI be tripping. Every time I try to get in the driver's seat, they take over. Just because my damage to the city is increasing. After each case, it racks up the damage I've done to the city. I barely cracked $1,000. So.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
I thought it was similar. I think this is the...
I was first on scene.
Why can't we get any closer?
Second body after
How bad is it? Come on, tell me.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Under the pepper tree.
Is somebody going to tell us?
Sounds like the name of the
Can't
next
be much
book.
help to you, Phelps.
Under the Pepper Tree.
Here she is.
No, this is different.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stalked. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Do you mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
The wedding ring?
What's this mark? A cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
So he's snatching off. What's that on her neck?
The ligature mark is very...
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
They never let me take the
The
money.
motive was robbery. Why not take the money? Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Parent Teacher Association. A lot of footprints.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Am I gonna get the drive? I think I'm gonna get the drive.
You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
Oh, I almost called you out your name.
Can you drive to this one?
Just for that, I'm taking your car. Dang it, I can't drive. Come on. Soko, they won't let me drive.
And where exactly are we going? There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she?
Damn.
Around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
Ha! You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Man, Rusty getting under everybody's skin. Yeah, they won't let me drive. All these houses starting to look the same.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
Damn, no warrant, no nothing?
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Somebody cooking?
Doesn't tell me anything.
She did it.
Explain everything when he gets back.
Or the husband did it. He trying to cover it up. Because nobody is going to cook with carrots, cucumbers, and a lemon. Not one dish that you know of combine all those ingredients. It's a setup. Trying to make it seem like his wife been here this whole time.
Probably nothing.
Don't forget Mom's birthday on the 16th. Really? That's it? Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Size 8.
Size 8s.
And they dirty? A clue. I wonder if we can test the dirt. What have we here?
No sign of a wedding ring. Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Dang, there wasn't a lot of clues. And investigating the minor.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her.
She kind of looks like
Tell
11.
me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Damn! You gonna break it to her gently? You gonna tell her father first?
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Your mama dead.
Try.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
All right,
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
She looks
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
What? I got an ex?
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
All right, is she telling the truth? I'm lost on this one. I want to say good cop after the last one, but let's go with good cop. You know,
and did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered.
Oh, he wasn't
here. Came straight away then.
Seriously?
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Your mom and dad never got angry with each other? They were happy?
Well, not like the movies. Not like you read about in books.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And we always wore her golden butterfly.
So where's the brooch?
I know this is a tough time for you,
Damn,
Michelle,
I'm 0 for 3?
You should really try and help the police.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
He looks like
Found? What?
Dang, what's his name?
But
He
she
played
only-
Matt Parkman on Heroes.
We
Dang,
have
what's
some
the
questions
actor's
that we
name?
would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
You know anyone who wears a smallish men's shoe who had a major grudge against your wife? Is there something you would like to tell us, Hugo?
No, I do not. You finished making hints?
I started off too strong. I started off too strong. I told y'all I was bad at it. I keep trying to figure these things out, but I can't do it.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Bad cop. I'm going with bad
You
cop.
got any way of confirming this story of yours?
You son of a bitch. You come here making all these accusations.
Dang it! Dog, that was kind of close. The hell they shooting fireworks for?
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Was your wife unreliable?
No.
See, even when I go good cop.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, now he lying. That's obvious because Michelle.
What happened, Hugo? You got any theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
The car park by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
Seriously? I'm losing the I'm not even sure what's...
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
Let me use my intuition. Accuse him with what?
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea,
baby.
Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
Because I'll come looking for you, and I'll beat your ass. That's what I do best. I may not question you right, but I'm going to beat your ass.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Nosy neighbor. Across the street. She gonna say he did it.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
What? Oh, he burned the
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Don't shoot him. I can't shoot him? Come on, come on. Damn it, I need some Air Jordans on. These damn work shoes hurt my feet. Come on, Cole. Come on, Cole. Put the jets on, Cole. He just going to
Enough running, Hugo. Hands where we can see them.
Oh. Oh, you bastard.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
No, it does not, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
You lying son of a bitch, Hugo. I'm taking you down.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
That a shovel? I need to check the perimeter? Damn, some bitch was trying to burn evidence. I didn't let him off easy, Link. That's an incinerator?
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? And send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady. Got it, KGPL.
I want to go to... I guess I got to go to the morgue. I mean, damn. I'm driving. I'm driving, y'all.
We turn right now.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
That was close.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. You try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Any central unit, car 16 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope, the Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identified.
Woo! That was close.
Any central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle identify code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
Continue to respond.
Investigate. I was trying to go to the high
Jesus,
school.
Phelps!
My bad. I was trying to read the new... I'm going the right way. We'll cut across here.
God, you're gonna kill us!
You better have your seatbelt on. That's all I can say. Damn.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
You're not helping.
I gotta go around.
Take her right.
So sure I was gonna be able to clear that gate. Alright, I'm down at the morgue. 3:51 p.m. Let's see what we found.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
It can't be that one.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Now can we go to that school? I'm driving too.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Sounds like the broad got messed up between the house and the school. We've been to the house. It's time to try the school.
I was trying to go to the school before I went to the morgue, but they wouldn't let me. That's right, I'm driving. I told you.
Car 11K, car 11K, come in. Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
11K, go.
You can drive.
No!
Right. Where are we headed?
Oh, man.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroner's.
How so?
You don't want them enjoying their work
Had
too
me
much.
thinking I was going to drive.
One kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You've been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Dang it. Gotta keep my skills up for them car chases. I need a sprint button or something.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
This was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
Is he violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now. Hey, you!
I got him.
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car.
I got him.
See if I can cut him off.
Well, you better put some extra gas. I'm on his ass. I'm on his ass. Damn it. Where that bench come from?
A skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a pop.
Come on, Phelps. I need some Adidas or some Skechers or some kind of sneakers.
There he is. See him?
Come on, get his ass. I'm on him. I'm on him.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Turn them
Why
out.
would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
Turn them out. Oh,
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
You're damn right you are, Eli, you son of a bitch. Who did it? That's 2 suspects.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm going to take out my gun, and I'm going to count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Damn it, everybody crooked. Woo, shit.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Mueller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Just keep everything in the trunk, huh?
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
How did he know it's from a Chrysler? It's the rope.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
It's everything. Can I use the phone? I can't use the phone? Alright then. Guess we're going back to the precinct.
I'm at a loss.
Rooney's on his way to the tank. Let him make himself at home. Should call in.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Mahler homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks for your help.
I'm driving back to the precinct.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going? I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way to nail both of them. And y'all know I'm not good at this. Y'all know I'm not good at interrogations. I need some help from the audience. Hey. Central Police Station, 7:15 p.m. I gotta get them both.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Bowler's in 2, the pervert's
She was
in 1.
13 if she was a day.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Damn. Was Captain in there beating that ass?
You look like you've had it rough.
see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
What kind of job, Eli?
Working fishing boats, odd jobs around the boatyards. Pretty good with my hands.
Dang it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
I can't read his face. I can't read his face. Where's the jewelry?
Mrs. Muller was strangled with a triple braid. Give me something, Eli.
I like braid, but I didn't rope that woman. You're not hanging this one on me, partner.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Come on, Eli. How else are you going to pay for yourself?
I got me a pension from the First War. It ain't much, but it does pay some.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the Hat Squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about? For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
All right. Hopefully I won't blow this one.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought them in and I helped him skin them.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
It was you, Hugo. I'm offering you a chance to come clean on this.
For the last time, I did not kill my wife.
So what's the? I thought you supposed to choose bad cop if you lying.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
So someone mugged her and then took to her with their tire iron?
Please, I don't want to think about it.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the Army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the Army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
We're letting you go for now, Mueller. Go home and see your daughter, and work on your story. It's got more holes than a batting cage.
That's the guy. Detective, that's him. That's the guy who parked the car, I'm sure of it. Hey, he's getting away!
That's not true. I can't go to jail.
Here we go, another chase. They should have let me practice driving.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tire.
Come on.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Get your ass back in the car. He ain't gonna get that. He ain't gonna make seriously?
Keep it on the road, goddammit!
Come on, man.
Woo! Tram!
Deus Ex Machina. We got lucky, Rust.
You and your goddamn Latin, Phelps. He's our guy, Phelps. We can't lose him.
Hands behind your head.
Finally. They only let me drive when I'm chasing somebody down because they not worried about property damage then. They just want to catch the guy.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end.
Ignominious?
You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
I told you I was bad at reading these expressions. How much damage? See there? Just $200. Three out of 15 correct questions. I found 11 out of 12 clues. I need to work on my question. Brown Derby. Don't. There's nothing wrong with my driving. The silk stocking.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, You win some, and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
I can't read the chief. No surprise there. I can't read anybody. Uh-oh. I'm driving.
You know the way. You can drive.
Son of a... Why they even let me walk over to that side of the car?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
I don't know why they be setting me up like that.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Man, what's the third naked body? Dead naked body.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Crothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Kiss the blood, BD.
What's that in her hand?
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Oh, wow.
Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Is she stabbed? No.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
Best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
DNA contamination. Just cigarettes. A whole carton of cigarettes. Pocket push. What is that? Tissue? No.
May as well follow the trail.
Never the same.
Phelps, you'll want to come and take a look at this.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Was she? Oh. Somebody drag her? I grabbed the trash first instead of the shoe.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
It's roadkill.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook. You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
253. I'm not eating the detergent link.
Where are you taking us?
Yeah, this guy's leading us all over the place.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. Got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident. Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her. The trail points up.
This guy's just leading us on the damn chase. And it just keeps going. There's your ring.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Means he's taking us on a wild goose chase.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this. Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
You can drive. Fine. Where are we headed?
Pissing me off about this driving. How am I going to get better if y'all don't let me practice?
Right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Beat that ass. There's ways of getting a confession. Tonia's residence. Oh.
Wait just a moment.
Stayed at a boarding house.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPenta, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this
Damn,
way.
she got a parlor? Person of interest.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
House doesn't look so big from the outside.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
Ooh, there's the other shoe. What happened here?
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
That's how they got in. Further to my previous correspondence on August 7th, I am writing to inform you that your petition to the Superior Court of the State of California has been accepted and the court date scheduled. Your case docket number 98765 will be heard on September 17th.
Okay, we have an address.
Told your husband, Angel Christopher Maldonado, residing at 304, has been served with the official papers on notice to appear Central District. It's not essential. Many women in your position choose not to do so. I would advise you also to appear. My experience of women plaintiffs' presence in cases like this one can do much to influence proceedings. If your husband does not appear, September which you have told me is likely, then it can only help our chances. Frederick Tattersall. Looks like somebody broke in the window right here.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Evidence.
So what next?
The landlady looks like she means business. We belong to her state.
He said she looked like she didn't know everybody's business. Not running very fast, Cole. Talk to the landlady.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
The window's broken, the room's been tossed. You seem like the type of landlady who notices everything that happens under her roof. What gives?
Don't take that tone of voice with me, young man.
Dang it. I was on the road, too.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
What about the charm?
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
She took it.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
Well, Link, to keep you up,
front angel,
I found 4 dead females. All I don't know when Cash is gonna stream gay night, but I found 4 dead females, all their bodies displayed in a public place with writing, the body graffitied with lipstick. 2 of them were strangled. I'm trying to figure out if they're copycats or if they're like the work of a serial murder.
And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth? At least if you put the siren on, it'll let people know what's happening before you hit them, Phelps.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, Phelps.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Damn!
Cole, come on!
Racing the train.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. To me, that makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit. Go right, just now.
How do I get back up there? Oh, there we go. I don't need a driver. I'm practicing. I'm a driver in training. Told you the only time they care about this damage is when I'm not chasing a criminal down. Is there a mailbox or something? How do I find out which one's Angel's apartment? What was his? .330 Northfield Street. All right. Gotta go up to the 3rd floor.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
I thought it was 3:30.
Hey,
what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Watch your side, watch your side.
I got 100 pounds.
Now look, I don't want
Bitch.
All right.
Bitch.
If you really want to dance.
Get some. Get some. Lay it down. Lay it down. Sniff the pound wood floor.
They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Yeah, I put the beat down on the link.
Badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I could kill my own wife? We should get the whole place to going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
I saved your ass, Finbar.
Just picked Fruit Market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Whoa. Whoa.
This will take some explaining.
Yeah, it will.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi, he's toast.
Nothing in here? Nothing? Let's talk to the neighbors.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
I think some people would be a little more forthcoming with helping with an investigation. Bitch ass.
No good. Nobody here.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD, were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Last one.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars, too. You should check it out.
Any ideas?
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars, too. You should check it out.
Let's go to the El Dorado, then. Just wanted to open both doors. I'm finna drive. That's not my car. Should take somebody else's car.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
A new letter?
11K, en route.
That's missing from the envelope? That's the one that was missing from the envelope that I found in the pigeon coop.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Tinker.
Downstairs. Technical services.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
I've changed my mind.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
QBD text.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Ill deeds, then be thou damned, beholding good. Both infinite as is the universe, and thou, and thyself torturing solitude. An awful image of calm power, though now thou sittest, let the hour come when thou must appear to be that which thou art eternally. After many a false and fruitless crime, scorn track thy lagging fall through boundless space and time.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, A superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
I want to go to the bar first.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
I want to go to the bar first.
Phelps, you mind coming here and doing your job for a second?
Is he coming out? Oh, man, I'm gonna get the drive.
Damn it!
I wonder how much it costs for them necklaces. Oh,
These people!
How did he get there? I thought I left him.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah, me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. So what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Thank you.
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Did she leave with anyone?
No. She wanted a cab, but my payphone ain't working, so I couldn't call her one.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
That was 1 for
We'll
2.
do our best. One last question.
Aquaman Andrew,
What
what's
size
happening?
shoes do you
Thanks for
take,
joining
Mr.
in.
Aguilar?
Hopefully you can help me solve this
broad
case.
9. I have wide feet.
I'm not real good at reading the expressions
Hey,
of
honey, what time do you get off waiting tables?
to find out if anybody's lying or not. So
You drove me up to Mulholland and we could see.
I guess we head back to the station. Hit the bar. Let's check this fruit stand out. Hey, look at that. It's right across the street.
Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Should I have a look around? Is it just trash? Are these clues? So I go ahead and get out of here. First gameplay I watched of this game. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I had it on PS3, didn't get to finish it. So when it came out on PS4, it was, a no-brainer for me to pick it up.
You're behind the wheel.
I'm going back to the police station. See if I can, I guess I'll investigate the husband, see what he knows. I did have to put a whooping on him and his brother. Come on, Rusty. Get your ass in the car.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters? Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now he sent another.
I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? The fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hit
I'm
town
not
in
driving,
America
Link.
turns up here.
It's Rusty driving.
Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
I don't know what's the scenario when I get to drive and where he gets to drive, because I'll think I'm driving, I'll walk right to the driver's side, and I press triangle to get in, and then my guy will say, Rusty, you're driving, and then they'll switch seats. Even if Rusty's already in the car. Alright, let's go talk to the husband.
Your suspect is in interview 2.
2.
They weren't even his prints, and he still confessed.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment. That was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe. She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
What about the...
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car...
You can't give me nothing.
It was a brown Ford Coupe.
Brown Ford Coupe. Alright, Aquaman Andrew, thanks for joining in. If you haven't already, hit that follow button.
When we we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Yeah. Yeah, it said she, okay, I think that's a good cop. Because he's telling the truth.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Bam, 2 for 2. All right.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
You lying son of a...
I don't believe you, Angel.
I think I'm
She's
getting
been
the hang
granted
of
a
this.
decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
What about the papers? The papers, where they at? Bam.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Everybody wearing a size 8 shoe.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
I don't know if I believe that. I don't see no scar on his face. Which one I'm going with? I know he didn't cut himself shaving. I'm trying to think if I have anything to accuse him with. How you cut himself shaving and bleed on his arm?
You're lying through your teeth. You killed her and your brother's in on it.
You don't know what you're saying. Why would I do that?
Dang, I got nothing.
You're off the hook. For now. Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
Mm-hmm.
One last question, Angel.
Woo!
Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Now I gotta go back to the fruit stand. Rusty, what's up? We going back to the fruit stand?
What now?
So, the fruit market was the last stop off Antonia made.
I knew it.
Let's go.
I wonder if he owns the brown coupe. Don't let me drive this time.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it.
Yeah,
seriously. That line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman? Please. We'll get to the market, and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off into the night. This case will be shut like all the others. Give me a break!
Ooh, that was close.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive at 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it!
Y'all get out the way. Dang. We're back at Just Pick Fruit Market, always fresh. Is that a brown coupe? He just gonna walk through that pole like that? Just phase through the pole? Oh man, this is wide open. I think we got a runner here. It's nice, clean. I think this cat finna take off. I think he did it. He was helping her. She didn't. He wanted more. She turned him down. Got mad.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney.
What
can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. But I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Did I get my check? Bam. Nice. Not yet. I'm still, apparently it may not have been the husband. So he said this guy at the fruit market was always making eyes at his wife. When she came to serve him divorce papers, he slapped her once, and she ran out and got into a car with somebody else. He couldn't identify who was driving, but it was a brown coupe. So I'm trying to find out if it has any ties to this fruit market.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Bam, two for two. All right.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
What kind of car?
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Who is this?
Do you mind if we look around?
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem?
Shh. Shut your pie hole, Clem. What was I doing?
Help me out.
This kid sells bananas for a living. What has he got to hide? Search the place, Phelps.
Let's check behind closed doors.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Is that a crowbar I see?
cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the war.
Nothing.
This fruit skull punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was gonna run. Oh, he getting in the car. And I'm driving. He'll never want me to practice.
Damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
All right, all right. Dang,
strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Here we go. Oh!
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Take the tires out. Take the tires
Clean this
out.
asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
You are a horrible
Hit him,
shot.
Cole. Spin him out.
You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
You're a sick man, Clem.
Yeah, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, Jim.
Ah, look at Rusty.
The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Chief just walk out with the whole damn case of liquor. Chief don't give a damn. Rusty was trying to hide a sip. Chief was like, ain't nobody else here. We going to take this home with 1,000 worth of damage. I think Clem was the one that I still never found out who the brown coupe belonged to. Given the size of Clem's stash, it was a wonder you didn't catch him red-handed at El Dorado. Should I have kept going to El Dorado? I found all the clues. Missed 2 questions. Now, a lot of that damage wasn't on me. Clem was responsible for some of that too.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggy?
He was tearing up the city. I was just chasing him down. When I found the body, there was a mark on her chest, but it wouldn't let me investigate it. I took notice of it, but I'm trying to figure out what it was. Uh-oh. I got a request to save New York tonight. Flores, you down? She drunk? Is this guy watching her?
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
The bum took a swipe at me.
Signal Hill crime scene murder
Is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
Greetings from sunny California.
Is it raining?
When's it going to stop?
Did I get a new car?
Can you drive to this one?
Oh, come on. Maybe it's every new location that we go to.
A fine morning we drive. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Check the scene out. Yeah, there's that same mark on her neck as the other victims.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Alright, check that out. Does she have any jewelry missing?
Find anything interesting?
So she wasn't married like the other women. What's that mark on her? No? Alright, no, nothing on there. Nothing on his hand either. Alright. No.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Okay. So he didn't drag her. Some money.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Can I put that in my pocket? I'm just gonna lay it back down there.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
It's all the clues. Where's that phone at? Calling in. Who is this?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
The hobo?
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
The hobo leader? Seriously?
Anything I can do to help.
I think she's just pointing him out because he's
something
disfigured.
so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
I don't want to just believe the hobo did it right off the bat.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services.
But I mean,
1260 West 1st Street.
I guess
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
All right. Which one should I hit first? Well, they turn the car around, put it in the right direction for me, so I don't have to back out.
You're behind the wheel.
Guess I'm
where
driving
exactly
on
are
this
we
one.
going?
Oh, they don't put Rusty.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written onto them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Right.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, all right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
But although there was no message, it was still the same strangular marks and the triple braided rope that he always uses.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
F1363, right?
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Let's check out the address. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Today is Sleuthing Saturdays. Playing some LA Noire. If you guys have any suggestions watching this case, good cop, bad cop, accused, if you played it before and want to drop some tips, feel free. Drop them in the chat. Let's go check out our house. They let me drive.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff. Hey!
I got that, didn't I? Shoot, all that screaming you doing. There was no pedestrians in the way, Link. None. Oh.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid
Bobby
we have
Ross.
some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss.
In front of the kids. No kind of empathy.
I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure.
Chill out.
You see to your girls.
Yeah. Don't you run, because I will chase you and put you down. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the hobo
Stay
camp
here,
next.
Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
Oh.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a suspect.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you.
This is a fireplace. There's no pokers missing. Let me search this place first. Why is the picture turned down?
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Are you feeling me, Phelps? We right here, Phelps. Me and you.
Need to check if she was a regular.
Is the drawer open? Can I look in the drawer? Guess not. What's on the nightstand? Why did she leave out her purse?
Don't think this is any use to us.
Oh, okay. Nothing on the nightstand? Not getting anything? No, no. Nothing in there? Bunk beds?
I don't think this is going to help us. Nothing significant.
Nothing? Nope. Red, what's that, Red Baron?
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Mm-hmm. All the pokers are there.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Nope.
Is that another purse?
So she went out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Hmm.
At least she was spared that particular indignity. We can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Everybody wears size 8s. The last 3 cases, all the guys wore size 8 shoes.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Lars, want to explain? There's a boat. You got a rope.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Blood on it. Let's go have a word.
For the record, Mr. Terrelson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
No, I don't.
I missed that one.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
So when I call this Bobby Ross character and he tells me you're lying...
Look, what do I have to do to convince you that I stayed at the party?
I want to find who did this. I want to help.
Dang it.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
You know what? I messed that one
We're
up.
at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
Damn.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
At least I got that one.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
Did he say he drove home?
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
Let's go with this wet jacket.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson.
2 for 4.
We'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrellson broad had her last drink at Barron's Bar. We should check the place out.
There he is. Shaggy Dog, what's up? Damn, Rusty don't wait. He just
Appreciate
walked
your time,
out to the
sir.
car. I guess I'm at the hobo camp. I know Aquaman, you were saying check the hobo camp. I don't know if the hobo did it. I may need to
You know the way. You can
check
drive.
the bar.
Fine. Where are we headed? You believe this guy's story?
Let me know.
Kind of
Should I hit
rings
the
true.
hobo camp or should I hit Barron's Bar? Everybody in chat, holler it out. Hobo camp or Barron's Bar? I'm thinking Barron's Bar will give me some more insight. The hobo camp may lead me to a false lead. I think that lady in the neighborhood just wanted us to get the hobo because he was disfigured. I think she was profiling. The bar. Aquaman says the bar. I guess I'm holding up traffic. Damn, I got them all lined up.
Continue to recycling.
Everybody get out of the way. Woo, that was close.
Hey, come on!
That car was in the way. Ooh, boy, if anybody would have been on that opposite side. Here we go. Bartender know it all.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
She wants a 5-star, goddamn.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Okay. Here we go.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
You've never served him?
Not a chance. By the sound of it, he's the type of bum you send packing right when he walks through the door.
Damn it.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
Where was she headed?
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
Any of your regulars know the broad?
Ask him yourself.
LAPD, keep your seats, boys. This won't take a second.
Oh, there you go. I got you.
Can't let the son of a bitch get away.
This is a tasty burger.
LAPD, what are you running from, sir?
Yeah, what you running for?
Come on, we got a ride. Get in and drive. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Oh, shit.
Heavens!
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
Can't lose.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
There he is. Woo!
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. Keep it steady, and I'll try to bust his tires.
He's showing you how it's done. Maybe you shouldn't have waited for me, Phelps.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Out of the way, out of the way.
Now is not the time to play around, Phelps.
You gonna shoot the tire or not? You talking all that yip yap.
You gotta get me closer.
Closer?
Let's end this farce.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Put your hands where I can see them. Name.
Richard Bates. What is it you want?
I'll ask the questions. Firstly, why did you run?
I don't mix with cops if I can help it.
Biff Tanner.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
New suspect, the sailor.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
Rusty, okay. right on cue. I will beat your ass. Look at Rusty.
To go dancing. I Thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
What happened to the woman?
Your guess is as good as mine.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Rusty ready to club him. Rusty always ready to club somebody. Alright, I guess now we go check. Well, there's a sailor now. I gotta find out who the sailor is. Am I gonna have to go back to the bar, or am I gonna check out the hobo camp?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
You seen him, Shaggy. Rusty was trying to beat that ass.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any
That's why I need some
reports filed
Skechers
in
or some
the vicinity of
Jordans
Bar
on. That's
North
why
Beaudry
it's
Avenue?
hard for me
We're tracking
to
a
catch
sailor who
these
was
guys.
involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man.
My sailor.
Thanks.
There's my sailor.
You drive. I need to go over the case
yellow
notes.
cab?
And where exactly are we going?
I believe it's 30s, 40s, 1930s.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well,
Let's
if you
go in and
think
check out
we
this
ought
hobo
to,
camp.
I guess we ought.
Thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
After the hobo camp, we'll head back to the station.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
Run, you fucking idiots!
That was close. I almost killed that guy.
Get out of the way! There's a madman on the loose!
Damn.
Yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Wilshire and Whitmer.
Where's that cab got you now?
Further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitmer. KGPL clear. Car 11K, your suspect vehicle, yellow cab 3591, sighted at 6th and Valencia.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Still driving?
Officer needs help, 103 and B.
around to the right.
6 in Valencia. Damn, where's Valencia at?
The search continues.
The hit.
Car 11K, yellow
My
cab,
flag just moved.
3591 was just seen leaving Dewey's Car Sales, driving north on Union Drive. KGPL.
Alright. I'm at the flag. There he is. I thought that was him.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
Always got that look in his eye.
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Any Central unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Hobo Campo Central Police Station. I think we need to hit the police station. Why you gonna stop in the middle of the road?
Calm
man? That
down.
was on purpose. He did that on purpose, Rusty. He gonna stop in the middle of the street like that. He saw me coming, trying to get an insurance claim. I'm getting the hang of this driving. Bam, no accidents in a minute. Woo! Hit him with the Duke's ass, with the Duke boys. Alright, what we got?
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Oh, shit.
Bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
We already did. Here we go. This is why I'm drawing a blank. Good cop, bad cop. I think I'm gonna go with good cop. If nobody else says anything, we'll see when his eyes shift around like that. It made me think bad cop. Help me out here, guys. Good cop, bad cop. Shaggy, always bad cop. And that haven't worked for me in the past. Link will tell you. I'm a horrible bad cop. It hasn't worked. Just beat his ass, huh, Shaggy? I think he's telling the truth. I'm gonna go with good cop.
My CO is gonna kill me.
So you were defending Mrs. Terrelson's honor?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I should have went with bad cop.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. Got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American, 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
Tell the truth, Jessup. You were running out of time. You wanted to get laid and Teresa wouldn't come across. It made you crazy, so you strangled her with a piece of rope.
Oh, whoa.
For Christ's sake, that's not true. I felt sorry for her. What proof do you have that I strangled her?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to go that way. I was just...
It's like I made a mistake.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to get, like... Damn.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
3 for 4.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
You know what, Aquaman, I think you were right.
Cell and inform the commander.
Sure, detective.
I think she got off the bus. The hobo was waiting on her.
You. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
Been running around this town all this damn time. All I had to do was go to the hobo
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
I'm going for the hobo.
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hook. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Terrellson picked up?
11K, roger.
All units, officer needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Rusty walking in with a sawed-off shotgun.
LAPD.
And they're closing the gates. Oh, it's about to go on the pop.
They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far. I need you to stay copacetic. We need to hold out until the cavalry arrives.
How do we do that?
Like this. Buckshot, keep him down, Phelps.
Your disciples know what you did last night?
We need to fight for it!
These men know they're harboring a murderer?
Mm-hmm. Eat here. 2-piece. Keep that biscuit. 2-piece and a biscuit.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Book him, Dano. Damn, I'm racking up quite a bit of arrest here.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Optimistic, Cole.
Oh, whose purse is that?
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Oh, shit. Look at that.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Still working.
Nope. How many papers is that? Is that like 4 out of 12 or something? 4 out of 13. Nothing else in here? Check and see if there's anything around. Rusty, you just killed the guy. You just popped him a good time with the shotgun. No questions asked. Rusty said we just gotta hold out till the cavalry arrives. How do we do that? Pow.
Advice?
Let's finish this. Back to the station.
Back at the station. Let's go, Rusty. Before you shoot anybody else in the face. Did you see Rusty shoot that guy, Lee? I know y'all seen it. I wasn't the only one watching.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
I don't think she was there. I think he just took her stuff.
Shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Need some turbo boost or something.
7825, code 6.
Boom. Damn. How did that come out of nowhere?
Could we try not killing the people that pay our salaries?
I hope nobody steps out in the street.
And left.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391.
Go to hell, Parker! No way I'm going down without a fight.
Oh, shit.
Drop the weapon, hands behind your head.
Yeah? Fuck you too!
God damn
Is he running?
Put your hands in the air!
He's running.
He's hiding in the alley.
Give it up, LAPD!
Did he just get in the car? No.
Don't make me chase you!
Oh, he's going up the fire escape, or the damn drainage pipe.
How long are you gonna keep this up?
He already had a good head start. I mean, damn. Oh shit. You just take a shot at me?
Surrender now, or I will use deadly...
Where'd he go?
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
I thought if I shot him in the legs, he'd get the message, but apparently not.
This is Car 11 King. Advise all units that the 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4, KGPL.
Roger 11K. All units, 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4. Repeat, code 4.
KGBL. Let's get to the station. Got time for this bull.
You can drive.
I don't know why. I was trying to avoid those, but it seemed like I rode right into it. Here we go.
We're going this way.
No good John with me, detective.
Where's the hobo?
What do you think?
Come on. If Ackerman won't play ball, I'll rattle his teeth until he does.
Is he in interview room 1?
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You've made 2 previous attacks on women?
I hate them. The way they look at me, the way they flinch at my touch. I need them, yet I despise them.
Found the purse. And the rope.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You're lying, Ackerman. There must be a reason. You could have killed her in the camp.
My reasons are my own. Can you disprove what I say? You do your worst. You're the willing tool of a despotic state designed to victimize the unfortunate.
Damn.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
Can anyone vouch for that?
Plenty of people. See, there's a real community amongst the poor.
We might not have enough to charge you right now, Ackerman. Until then, you can cool your heels in a cell.
Just for once, I would like to be able to send my girls to school of a morning and not have to worry about what might befall them on the streets of this fair city. You two are doing nothing to allay a father's fears. Unsolved homicides weigh heavily on this department, young Phelps. Your latest case is an embarrassment to me and your colleagues. A stint in blues rounding up pond life should renew your vigor. Apprehend anyone and everyone you find flouting the law. At the double now!
Damn, he pissed. Damn.
He has a rather pungent reek about him. Get in there and liberate a confession from him.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
So last time I went with good, and I got nothing. So and he's stone cold.
What are you staring at, boy?
So
why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Let's go with bad cop.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrelson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
Okay.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You have an alibi? Someone reliable. Someone who will be around on the day of the trial.
Fuck your trial. The capitalist system needs another victim from amongst the masses.
So be it.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrelson.
Did I do it?
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrelson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
They're trying to tell me to get rid of the hobo camp? $12 out of 17, 15 out of 17. Look at that. Vehicle damage didn't even break 1,000. The bus driver who delivered Teresa to her death might have liked a chance to testify. I didn't need that. I didn't need to go to the bus driver. I should have went to the hobo camp first. Alright, gents and gentlemen, appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right here. Be sure to continue to check us out. I mean, we're all over social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere in the like, podcasting, Direct Edition Podcast, River City Gamers Club Podcast, so stay tuned. He said cab driver, take me home. Alright, other than that, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch y'all later. Tune in tomorrow, maybe some, I got Assassin's Creed for Black Friday, so it may be some Assassination Sundays or something. I may start up and play through Assassin's Creed. If you like, check that out. If not, I'm going to get to throw a schedule up on the Twitch page to get some more steady streams going on. Got to get that partner by the end of 2018. Alright, I'll holla. Peace. Oh, I thought she was